what are the career landscape? Quickly, let's see the career landscape. Now, product designer, UX designer, UI designer, interaction designer. These are the roles that you would see on this career. We've talked about them earlier. Now, the salary scale, how is it? 2025, the salary scale. So these figures that we are seeing on our screen is an average, is just on an average in our environment here in Nigeria. So that's why I used Naira sign. You could see there. So for entry level, you could be earning around 120,000 to 200,000. And then for mid-level, you could earn around 200,000 to 400,000 as a product designer, of course. And then for senior level, you could earn around 400,000 plus. Now, these values, these figures you are seeing still varies. It depends on the company you're working for. There are some companies that are generous in rewarding their staff. If they are generous in rewarding your skill and your effort, and they might pay you more. So you go to some company and you could be earning around 350, 400 as a mid-level product designer. And then for a startup, you could also be earning around 150 or 120 as an entry level and intern. So this is just the salary range. Now, what are like your work expectation? What will you be doing as a product designer? Will you just be sitting before the screen and using Figma from morning till night? And you're going to be designing web platforms. You're going to be designing mobile platforms. Some clients will come that are not just mobile guys. Some people would come that you need to build a web application for them, and not just mobile application. So you are going to be doing that. You're going to be working on dashboard, marketplaces, tools like applications, and so on and so forth. So it's really interesting and it's really fun. As we progress, we would understand this better. So why product design matters in tech? Product design is very, very important and it is very key. Product design is not one of those courses that, the funny saying that, when you hear somebody say, this course you are studying is a very good course, you can work anywhere, it's just the beginning of your suffering. You will not be employable. But product design is different. It's not like that. Why? Because these skills, humanity is in need of it. You could just imagine how often we interact with digital products. How often we interact with this product. We could barely go a day without interacting with a digital product. And who does design those digital products? It is a product designer. It is very, very important. We're just going to look at some case study, how this product design matters in tech and in the world in general. Now, user-centric value. Great design solves real human problems, and bad design frustrates users. So we are actually dealing with real human problems. When you design a mobile app for a healthcare company, that patients could actually get consultation from the comfort of their home. When they are sick, they could get consultation, go log into the app, check for the available doctor, message the doctor, and interact and get instant solution. And that could actually save a life. Now, when we talk about great design solves real human problem, if that app is not properly designed, the users will be frustrated using it. The user might probably log into the app and they will not see the section where they can actually book a doctor or have consultation with doctor. They are just confused with how the visual element are placed. It will cause frustration. So product design actually solves real human problem. Business impact of product design. Companies like Apple, Airbnb, and Paystack win by prioritizing great design. Now, you think if Apple does not actually have great design, people will still patronize Apple? No, people wouldn't. So how does this product design impact businesses? Quick analogy. Let's take two businesses, business A and business B. They are both selling the same product. They both sell shoes online. They have an online store, not physical, online store. They have a website. So business A has a very fine design website, very beautiful website. And then when visitors visit that website, they actually see CTAs, clearly stated and clearly defined and clearly structured CTAs, clearly positioned, strategically positioned CTAs. And CTAs are call to actions. So if it is an e-commerce website or a business website, like I just mentioned, you should have CTAs, call to actions, where visitors would say, oh, you can order, click this button to order, buy now, put to your chat, bookmark, or whatever. Those things should be clearly designed and visually discoverable. Do you understand? So if business A have all those things spelled out, you know he will be having conversion. His conversion rate will increase because visitors will go in need to buy something, and clearly they see a button on how to buy. It will become so easy and seamless, and then they will make their purchase, and that business will be doing fine. But if Mr. B that has the same kind of business, but his website is poorly designed, visitors will troop in, but then they will be lost. They'll try to make an order, they are confused, or they actually see a button to order now, they click, they try to order for like 4. They are confused on how to navigate. Where do I click to add more item? They are lost, and then they get frustrated, and then they just leave that website. So you see, business B will not be having conversion. Visitors might go in, but then they don't stay long and they leave. So you could see how this product design impacts businesses. Retention and conversion, good UX improves signups, purchases, and reduces churn. So I think I've covered this in my explanation. Accessibility and inclusivity. Design makes products usable for everyone, including people with disabilities. Designs are not just, you are to think of every user, when you are doing design. It depends on the product though, but for most cases, you do not just design for few users. Like I said earlier, also depending on the kind of products you are doing, you need to cover almost all user type. That's why we have screen readers now, and that's why we have the feature where if you are placing an image on a website, you also add a tag to it. So if somebody that has issues with their visuals and they are using screen readers, they could actually know exactly what image you're putting up there, and then they will read it and say, oh, this is actually an image of a boy holding a toy, a boy playing in the garden. So, your design now covers even those that are physically challenged or have disabilities in one form or the other. The importance of product design cannot be overemphasized. So we have real-world examples like ride-hailing applications like Uber is a product of product design, is an end result of product design. We have food delivery applications like Glovo, Jumia. You could just stay in the comfort of your house and then make an order for food and it comes to you. We have banking applications also, Paystack, Moneypoint, and some of the traditional banking applications that we use. So imagine you are at home and your light goes off. Why? Because your unit is down and you need to get unit. You have work, you have meetings, you have a lot of things that you need to do with light. Now, do you need to start going to the PHCN office? No. You have your mobile banking apps that you can just buy unit from the comfort of your house. You could go to the applications of the Disco and then they'll ask you to pay. And then if you don't actually have an app to make that transfer, how do you pay for it? So you see the end product of product design making real world impact. So we've actually come to the end of the first week. I want to really encourage us to go through the link in the description that would cover the resources that we'll be checking. We'll be dropping links to videos. You will go through them, and then we'll also be dropping links to articles. Please go through them and give us feedback at the end of the day. So see you next time.